Hey everybody, it's gonna be kind of a two-part video probably. I went to a thrift store Tuesday. It's now Wednesday. Actually, I already sold a bunch of this stuff, but some of it's really cool, so I wanted to get it in to show you guys. So yeah, so hopefully it'll be this short video followed by whatever I find this weekend, and maybe I'll finally get that live garage sale stuff. We'll find out. So let me just get right into it. First, Salvation Army. Picked up Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelists of the Roses. This is a PS2 game, obviously. I picked up for $3.18. It's only about like a $10 game, but it was the first find. I went to Goodwill. I got Ape Escape. As you can see, there's some cracks, but it was only 50 cents at Goodwill because it was half off. Complete looks pretty good. It goes for about 15-20 bucks. Also at that Goodwill, I picked up Final Fantasy VIII. Zranoa. It's sealed. Looks pretty good. I think I paid $1. It's about a $20 figure. I think it's pretty cool. I didn't know how much it was worth. I just grabbed it when I was in there because I really like Final Fantasy stuff. So I grabbed that. On to the next one. There's another Goodwill. There's a Mephisto chess, electronic chess. It was $7.99. Yeah, it was $7.99. It's actually missing a rook. But I took the chance because I think I can get another set of chess pieces to replace it. Everything I've seen on eBay, they've all sold for between $40 and $80. People on Amazon are asking like $200-something for it. Seems crazy, but yeah, I figured I'd take the risk. It was cheap enough. 10% off on all this Goodwill stuff, by the way. So I picked up a copy of Risk. It's in shrink wrap. I've had 2 copies of this forever outside of shrink wrap. Hopefully this having shrink wrap will move it. Probably about somewhere in the $50 to $70 range for shrink wrap. And same Goodwill, I picked up just a Polaroid Sun. It's missing the rubber eye piece, but that usually isn't too big of a deal. It's at $5.99. Works good. Could test it in the store, which was good. And this is the reason I wanted to do this quickly. I'll show you a millionth copy of Millborns real quick. It's $1.99. I actually might have used my 30% off coupon on all this now that I think about it. You know, probably $30 to $40 for the collector's edition. This is actually the big flat box version. The cards are actually still in shrink wrap inside, which is pretty cool. People on Amazon are asking like hundreds of dollars for this exact version. Probably because, I don't know, just no one else has it currently, I guess, but that's crazy. Probably go for a lot less. Yeah. But yeah, so I went to Savers and I found a bunch of RPGs. I grabbed them up. Some of them are already sold, so that's why I wanted to show you. So we got Saga Frontier, Squaresoft, $1.99 for all these, and then I guess it was 30% off. It's complete, it looks really good. All these discs look great. Oops. Don't look at that. Kind of beat up, but it looks fine. Copy of Front Mission 3. Looks pretty good, $1.99. This one actually doesn't go for too much, but I really like Front Mission, so I might actually play this. I really liked 4. I have 1 for DS, so I think I actually might hold on to this for a little while and play it, which I don't do often for PlayStation 1 games anymore. I got Beyond the Beyond, which is I really liked this. I think I rented this 2 or 3 times before the movie store finally went out of business, and then I just bought it from them. It's complete. It's one of those games that had the double disc case but didn't have 2 discs. So it's just this round PlayStation thing. Not really sure why they did that. I got Brave Fencer Musashi. This is what sold. Paid $1.99. Sold it for $40 already. I priced it high so that it wouldn't sell before I could make a video, but it did. So yeah, it looks great. Came with the bonus disc, manual disc. It doesn't look played at all. There's some scratches on the outside of the case. That's about it. And it's slightly less exciting, but Final Fantasy VII Advent Children UMD. This is probably the only UMD movie I've bought since I started thrifting. Like, I have Cowboy Bebop, and I think I have Final Fantasy Spirits Within, but I didn't have Advent Children. And yeah, it looks good. This actually goes for about $10, I guess. The DVD doesn't. I assume it's just that it's the quirkiness of a UMD with Final Fantasy. And then last, I picked up Gundam Wing Endless Waltz special edition. I'm not even sure if there's a regular edition. You can see there it's nice and rainbowy. This is $1.99. So was Advent Children. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Gundam Wing, actually, I think was the first Gundam I watched as a kid. Looks pretty good. Goes for about $25. It's just these anime DVDs, like, it's really hit or miss, but it's a lot more likely that you're gonna get some value out of an anime DVD than I don't know, like a copy of Hitch or whatever the heck. But anyway, yeah. So hopefully this is followed up by another video. So watch that. Alright, everybody, here's part 2. Great bunch of stuff that I grabbed. Yard sale this weekend. I'm just gonna kind of get right into it. So this isn't a super long video. Start with these. It's the Polaroid Sun, a Polaroid One Step. Picked up for, I think I picked them up for $15 together. Just some random yard sale. The guy went inside and got them. They weren't even out. They both work good, which is great. Picked up a TI-85, $2.50. Came with the book. It's like $15 calculator. Isn't too bad. Picked up the Grand Theft Auto double pack for Xbox for $1. It's like a $10, $12 thing. Grabbed a PS2 for $12. It's got the network adapter. It's got a controller. Came with all the cords and I think another controller. Move along. Picked up Clue Master Detective and Status Pro Baseball, the Great Teams version. I picked those up for $5 together at a yard sale. Clue Master Detective is like a $50 board game. And looks like I've sold different versions of Status Pro Baseball before, usually around like $50, $60. This one's unpunched, which is really great. So that's gonna go for it looks like maybe like 80, 90, $100, somewhere in there. Yeah, so really pumped to find that. And then another copy of Mr. Bucket. I won't pull him out this time to scare you guys. That's an older version. It's complete. I think it was $3.99 at Savers. The same Savers, I picked up this is the White Ranger's sword. I think Saga was its name. And I picked this up for $2.99 Savers. Original Power Ranger stuff usually goes for a decent amount of money, except for maybe some of the action figures. It's like missing some stuff. It's a little broken. This is the one that extends. Yeah, I already got a bid for $15. I think it has a ton of watches, so it'll probably go for more than that. That was pretty cool. I never had this as a kid. I had all the other Power Rangers weapons, but never this. And I guess I didn't have the Green Ranger flute either. But yeah. And for $1, I picked up Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories for PS1. It actually came in in a case for Duelist of the Roses, which I think is in the first part of this video. Copy of Double Dash for $3. It's got some scratches. I haven't tested it yet, but hopefully it's good. And then this was an awesome find. So this is a Pikachu N64 matching Pokemon controller. Went to this yard sale. They had some 360 games. They had some PS2 games. I asked if they had any older stuff. And the lady said, "Oh, this is my sister's house, but my son had an N64, but he lives like, I guess they live like a few houses down." So he called her. She called him, and he came walking over with this, and expect it to be a Pikachu one. I was really happy about that. Came with the AV cable. Didn't come with the power cord, but yeah, it came with that. And then it came with these 3 games. Hey You Pikachu, which is like no big deal. Pokemon Stadium 2, which is awesome. This goes for about $35–40 right now. That was really awesome. And then Mario Party 3 was also in there. This is going around $50 right now, which is kind of surprising. It was $50 a while ago, and then it kind of dropped down to like 20 something for a while. But the Pikachu N64, they go for about $100, give or take, $10–20 depending on condition. With the controller, I think the controller itself is going for $30 to $40. So I think since I have the controller, I'll probably go north of 100, which is great. It also came with this kind of beat up third-party N64 controller, which I'll just toss in with one of my other N64s if it works. Yeah, awesome find. I've never had the Pikachu one. I'm tempted to keep it, but I don't have room for it. And then get to this. I picked this up for $5. Super Mario 3 came in the box with the manual and stuff. At first I was really excited because she brought out the box separately from the game, and the box had a bunch of shrink wrap around it. But I was like, oh geez, she's about to sell me a shrink wrapped Mario 3, but ended up there was just Scotch tape kind of holding it on. I think it was for display purposes. She said she used to work at a video store. It had like a video store sticker and everything. But yeah, pretty good. $5 for together. I actually just wanted Mario 3, and then after we negotiated for a while, she said I could just have this one because she doesn't know what to do with it. She said she had the system, but she couldn't find it. Surprised she didn't have more games since she used to work at a video store. And then, so Sunday, I was really tired. My band had shows all weekend. I was just going to sleep in, but I got up kind of early by accident. I figured I'd just jump on Craigslist. I think a week or two ago, there was a video where I had showed you just a copy of Double Dash that I paid like $15 for. So this kid had another yard sale, and this time he decided that he was getting rid of all of his stuff. So this I got all this from him. I think it was $140 for this pile of stuff. We'll start here. It's Super Nintendo, came with Super Mario World, just the controllers, no wires, but I have a ton of extra. I guess on my beat up looking NES, it doesn't look too bad. I think they just kind of accidentally broke off the lid one day. I haven't tested it out. Once again, I have a ton of wires for it, so I think I'll be able to get that going. So just there, I'll make my money back on the 3 of those, just about, maybe a little under. But this stack of games should really help. So yeah, I wasn't gonna go yard sailing until I saw some of these games. Suikoden, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, it's one of my favorite series of games, so I definitely had to run out and grab it. I thought I I wouldn't get there in time because it was already 10:40, and I think the yard sale started at 9 or 10, but it was a Sunday, and Sundays it's a little easier to find good stuff because there aren't a lot of yard sales, so not a lot of people go out to yard sales, at least in my area. But yeah, so this was all part of the $140. So you get a copy of Mario 2, get a copy of Crash Warped, copy of Crash Bash, Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, Final Fantasy VII, which is great. Didn't have the manual, but Black Label, pretty good. This I probably should have just left, Puzzle de Harvest Moon. I kind of probably should have known since it was a puzzle game that it wasn't really worth picking up, but yeah, that was part of something else. New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Suikoden 3, Suikoden 4, and then the best one in there is Suikoden 5. I was really hoping I would have 1 or 2 lying around. 2 is super valuable. Goes for 125 easy. This, however, this will go for about 50-60 bucks. Each of those will go for about 15 to 25, probably 15 on 4, 25 on 3. Keep going. A complete copy of Champions Return to Arms. Dragon Quest VIII. It's actually missing the bonus disc on the inside, but that's not too big of a deal since Final Fantasy XII is out. The original Champions of Norath, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, Atelier Iris, Eternal Mana, copy of Super Smash Bros. Brawl that's already sold for 20 bucks. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2, which is the one you want to be looking out for. So I think I've mentioned every other time I pick up a copy of Dark Alliance, the Dark Alliance 2 is the more valuable one. They used to go for about $40-50 a year ago. They're down in the $25-35 range now, but it's still pretty good. See, it still has a price tag of $49.99 on it. Yeah, so I'll probably get around 30 to 40 bucks for this one because it's complete. And then just an in-shrink copy of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles: The Crystal Bears. I wasn't sure the value on this, but it was in shrink wrap, and I figure Final Fantasy in shrink wrap is worth at least 10-15 bucks, which it is. So it's around a $10-15 game. Not too bad. A lot of the other, like most of these games have value. They're all about $20 games. It's about 20. It's about 15. It's about 25-30 on that. It's only about 15 bucks on Dragon Quest, but it's about $30-35 on Return to Arms. Just yeah, really great value on most of those. You guys can look them up yourselves if you want to know really how much they are. And then so I only hit 2 yard sales yesterday. And at the second one, it was just a bunch of like 360 games and like PS2 games, but this lady came and she was like, oh, my husband collects all sorts of stuff, and the husband came out and he was just like, oh yeah, I have tons of RPGs from PS1 and all this stuff. He just had like an awesome collection. He games like Brigadine, I think like Secret of Mana, Tales of Destiny 2, just like a ton of RPGs. He had just a giant box of them. He wanted high prices on some and low on the others. I offered him 200 bucks for the box, but he spent way more on it. Yeah, this is what I got. I ended up getting this kind of like small stack for 50 bucks, which isn't too bad. There are some decent things in here. I really would have liked to have all of it, but I couldn't have afforded it, and a lot of them, the prices just weren't right, but we'll get into it. So a copy of Dragon Quest IX for DS, copy of TMNT 3, The Manhattan Project. This is a $25 game, so that's half right there back. I think Dragon Quest goes for like 10 or 15 bucks right now. I think I might actually keep Dragon Quest because I like Dragon Quest games and I haven't played 9 yet. He actually threw this one in. He just said it was really frustrating and didn't want it. Deadly Towers. I don't know anything about it. Copy of Kirby's Adventure. Parasite Eve 1. This is Parasite Eve 2. Another copy of Saga Frontier. Copy of Final Fantasy VIII, and they're all complete. He kept really good care of them. And then another copy of Brave Fencer and Musashi. And in the first part of the video, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that I found a copy of this and I already sold it for $39-40 or something like that. So here we go. Here's another $40. So between those two games, between TMNT and Brave Fencer and Musashi, I'm gonna make the money back, and then everything else is just extra from there. So yeah, really awesome. It's probably my best RPG find, and definitely like some like really rare stuff like this Pikachu N64 and stuff. Like I was just really happy with this weekend. I didn't even do that much yard selling, but I just managed to kind of hit it on the dot, which is really great. But yeah, so anyway, sorry I didn't get any live footage of this. I really probably should have, but it just happened to be the day I wore a t-shirt instead of a shirt with a pocket, so I couldn't easily record from my phone. So anyway, yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. Check out some of these games if you haven't played them. Like, this series is definitely great. There's a DS version if you want to play kind of the newer ones. The DS game, I don't think it's as good as it's definitely not as good as 5. It's not as good as 3. It's probably up there with 4 though. 4 was kind of not the greatest, but there's also a PSP version, but I think it was Japan only. But yeah, check out some of these games if you haven't played them. And yeah, you know, YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, comment, and hopefully next weekend I'll have an even better video for you guys. Bye.